Hello, hello. I'm back for another quick update with you guys. Excuse me. I I have some whips. I have some progress to show you. I actually have a new start to show you. And I have a bunch of really it's not a lot it's a lot of haul, but it's mostly fabric. And it's partly because I got an order from all the way back from Black Friday sale, so let's get going. I'll show you. So first we have my temperature tracker sale that or my temperature tracker for this year that is really turning out a lot like February. Good job, Michigan. Spring. Doing great. I did go ahead and before I sat down to film, I actually added yesterday and today's. So I am up to date on this. I mean, I like the colors. It's just crazy that they're all over. I mean, there's quite a range on here. I think like the coldest one on here for the month is less than 18 degrees. And then like yesterday was like 54. So I don't really know what we're doing, but it is what it is. It's going well. I'm still staying on top of it. I think this is going to be a success, and I'll be able to get this done this year. All right. So my next whip is my Easter tree by Shannon Christine. And this one is being stitched on a piece from Hand Dyed by Rolanda on Etsy. And it's the same fabric that I did my freebie What the Peep, or not What the Peep, but Oh for Peep's Sake from Karen at Meridian Designs. So this was a really good Easter fabric this year. I did this small one. Easter tree is on it. I do not have much left. The top is done. All I've got left is the band on here and a little bit, you know, like the bottom here and a little bit of the egg. So it's coming along. There's a flower in here too, a pink flower, and then there's a white flower on either side. So it's getting there. I'm really happy with it, but I'm rotating my stitching. I'm not doing it every evening as I've started getting some scissor fobs made again, which I'll get into, but so it hasn't gotten done. That's okay though. Easter comes every year and it'll be done before next Easter. And then again with Shannon Christine and this gorgeous green fabric that is perfect for Easter, I printed out these two freebies from Shannon. She's going to have a series of 4, but here are the first 2. And these are like the ornaments that she did in December for Christmas with Santa and I can't remember. There was a set of 4. There's going to be 4 for this one as well. And I'm going to be stitching these. It uses the same exact color palette as Easter Tree. I'm going to be stitching these to go on the top of the little paint cans that I got at Michael's. The paint can is see-through, and I already put some Easter grass and some Easter eggs in them, so they're ready to be fully finished with these on top. So I'm going to stitch them on this same green fabric and put them on those little like paint cans. So my new start is a birth sampler. I want to see if I can find the picture quick on Etsy. I am stitching this for somebody that I went to high school with for their daughter. Her daughter just turned 2, I think actually today. And she has a very rare disease. Honestly, I think from watching their page that she's the only person known to have this disease as far as I remember. But anyway, it's been a very long ordeal for them over the last 2 years, you know, like since she was born. And I reached out and asked if she would be interested in me stitching a birth sampler. She's commented on my stitching before. I asked if they would like a birth sampler for their daughter, Arlo. So she was very excited about that. Sorry, I'm looking down. I'm trying to find a picture of this so that I can show you. here it is. So this is the birth announcement that I found on Etsy, and she wanted wildflowers, so I sent her a few pictures. I gotta turn the screen brightness down. Sent her a few pictures of options from Etsy, and this is the one that she picked. I did turn the brightness down. It's still not showing up great, but it's like a couple oranges, some tan, some brown, and we're just gonna put her name and birth date on it. We're not gonna put all of her details. I just asked what her preference would be. But anyway, I finally got that started. I think it'll stitch up pretty quick. And I'm stitching it on a piece of Aida, and it's just the printed Charles Craft. Is it Charles Craft? It's the printed Aida from, I got it at Michael's. So it just has that subtle watercolor effect. I picked this up, and I had another piece of fabric, and I sent her pictures and said, what would you prefer? And we went with this one. So I think it'll end up being really sweet when it's done. I really like this printed watercolor effect on there. So I need to get working on that as well. It really isn't going to take a whole lot of time, I think. It will stitch up pretty darn quick. I mean, I did this just in a little bit of watching movies on Friday night, so it should go pretty fast. So that's it for cross stitch whips. Now I mentioned scissor fobs. If you're new to my channel, you may not know, but I also make scissor fobs using a lot of antique and vintage buttons and some modern buttons and beads and Swarovski crystals and bling and fun charms. And I have a Facebook group. It is called Absolutely Fabulous. I will put that in the comments below. But I got back into scissor fobs. It tends to be I take a break and then I come back, but I got back into it because I've got an order for 150, so I'm working on that. But in between, I'm kind of picking up and doing some new spring stuff. So I wanted to show you, I have some Easter fobs, and these are still available in my group. So here's two of them. Aren't they adorable? And these are acrylic charms, and then like this one has some antique glass buttons. This one just has some fun vintage ones, and there's Swarovski in both of these. So I'm really happy with those. And then I have one left of this style with the hip hop. And again, it's an acrylic charm, Swarovski, some nice bright colors. And then I have two made of this, and I have one more charm like this. So I could do like more of a custom colors, but these really multicolored crosses that I picked up, and this one has antique cream buttons in there, and antique, these green ones are vintage, and then this one has blue and pink and that gunmetal color and some emerald-ish beads. So I have those all up on my Facebook group. Those are available. And then I have a lot of springy and bright fun color charms picked out. So in between working on my big order, I'm going to be doing some new spring ones and getting those posted in the group as well. And I need to take the time to sit down and photograph all of my back stock. A while ago, I took my albums down. I wanted to update them. I wanted to get some better pictures. It's time to do that. So I will slowly add some albums back in for everything that I already have made and that I have on hand. It is coming, but it's a process. It's, just one more project for me to tackle. So, but yeah, that's what I've been doing with the fobs. So that's whips, new project. So now it's haul. It's going to be a really quick video today, guys. First, I have my cone of doom, And I don't know what to call the cone of B5200 because it's Snow White. It's, you know, this is the cone of doom because it's black. I don't know what to call the cone of doom and the cone of light. I don't know. But I finally did it. I pulled the trigger. I got on 1, 2, 3 stitch, and I got the 100-gram cones of DMC. These should last me for a while. So obviously black because I've got the Supernatural and the Cryptid sale from Witchy Stitcher to do, and that's going to take a lot of black. And then Shannon Christine in her B5200. I, you know, started the Easter tree. I've been doing more of her designs. B5200. So I'm all set for a while. And really, those were not too bad, guys. 100 grams. Those are the 100-gram cones. I believe it was about $22 on 1, 2, 3 stitch. And one cone is equivalent to 51 skeins of DMC. Skeins are what, like 63 cents now? And they're going to be going up again. It was worth it to get a cone. Someday I may even invest, if I get through these, I may even invest in the 500-gram cones because that would be way worth the price. Other floss, I did get my dinky dies from Karen for Keep Looking Up, the dinosaurs. So that will be a new start soon because I freaking love it. So I got those. I'm super excited. Then on Stash Unload, I came across a post, right time, right place. I happened to get on Facebook and scrolling through, saw this listing because this was a steal. I do not remember exactly how much I paid, but it was a steal. I remember that. So this is the Mrs. Cetus silk floss. She's on Etsy. She's from... I'm going to check because my phone is right here. Pretty sure it's over. I know it's overseas, but I want to. Yes. Where is it from? Okay, I'm not seeing where. I don't see where it's from on the Etsy app for some reason. But anyway, I mean, on her Etsy shop, you can see that one skein is $5.06. She also has some amazing floss packs. So, like, you can get her floss for, this is for the blue Moroccan lace mandala from Chatelaine. She also has a floss pack for Emerald City from Owl Forest Embroidery. So I want to say that when I found this pack, this deal on Stash Unload, I want to say I paid like between $2 and $3 per skein. So it was a good price, and I've been wanting to try her silks, so I'm really excited. So these were all like brand new. So I've got those, let's see, I'm going to count them as I hold them up. So I've got 4. This is 8. And each of them has the DMC equivalent on there. It has a number too. Some of them do. I'm not sure if these were bought as like a floss pack. I'm not sure. So that was 8. Here's 12. Look at this green. So there's 12. And then 16. So pretty. And they're so soft. So soft. So here's 20. And then here is the last 2 like solid single colors. Those may be used, no big deal, not very much was used. And then, so that was 22. And these 4 are variegated. Look at this one. Oh, it's gorgeous. Makes me think of hydrangeas. So 26. And I think I remember now, I think I paid $65 for these. So about what? Less than $3 a skein. Totally worth it. So that was exciting. Get rid of that. I also got some new needle minders from Gina, in Gina's Unique Boutique. I picked these up on her Facebook group. It's a throat punch kind of day. Yep. Definitely feeling that sometimes. And then I got these bunnies, these adorable bunnies, and this super fancy letter J. So the J, I asked her to find for me because I was at Lori's house one day and Lori got her package from Gina and it had this amazing fancy L. And I took a picture of it and sent a picture to Gina. I said, I'm going to hold this hostage until you find me a J. So I got my J. I'm super excited. I also picked up some supplies from Dollar Tree when I ran in not too long ago. They had some narrow rickrack out for Easter. So I got those because for $1.25, why not? Then I picked up this liquid adhesive. For $1.25, I'm going to try it. I don't know how it'll go, but I'm always looking for new options. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than tacky glue. So if it works, I'll grab them. We'll see how it goes. But it does have a lot of, items that it says it works for. So we'll see. And then the last thing from the Dollar Tree was this plaque. So I think what I'm going to do is spray paint this black. And do you remember my Baby Yoda Grogu black work that I did? Might not. It was a long time ago. It's in my bin of shame under the bed. Anyway, it's a circular pattern. I think it's going to work on that. So I'm going to spray paint this black, and then I will hang Baby Yoda in there. And then I'll have to find somewhere to hang him in my house. So that is... Then I just saw a text notification come in, and I have to check this one. Oh. A little while ago, I heard the tornado sirens going off, and I messaged my groupie of friends. It's Karen and Kenny and Emily and Lori, and I said, hey, I missed something. There's tornado sirens. And Emily said they're having severe weather in Ohio, actually. But Lori said, don't freak out, Jen. I wasn't freaking out. I just figured I missed the memo. I was right. I missed the memo. I found this in Stash Unload. Watercolor leaves. It's another Seekas pattern. And honestly, it might be a duplicate at this point. But when I see them on Stash Unload, I pick them up. So I'll have to check my stash and see if I already have this one. If not, I love it. I love it for fall. So I'll be stitching that. And then my little quirky Quaker owl. So cute. I ordered this from Under the Sea Fabrics, Leslie. And I ordered it when I ordered my Black Friday fabrics. So let me get those. We're going to have fabric fun right now because this is all the fabric that I've gotten since my last video. I had an oops. A lot of oops. Anyway, so let's start with my Black Friday order. Because that's, I have so much, I just shaken the table. This is my Black Friday order from Leslie at Under the Sea Fabrics. It started because I needed a fat half. This is the color Winterbrook, a fat half of 32 count linen. And it's what I will be using for the Witchy Stitcher Cryptid and Supernatural sales, because I want to be able to frame them and hang them together someday. So yeah, the color is a little bit richer in person. I think this beautiful blue, little bit of green will be great for all of the colors to pop off of on that sale. The Cryptid and Supernatural sales both have a lot of neutral colors in them. Brown, sepia tones, black, obviously. What is my cat getting into? Romy, get off! Get off, honey. No. No. Go lay on... Why do you have to lay on my stuff? Here, lay in this bag. Here you go. Yeah, plastic bag. Okay. Big dork. So anyway, I'm super excited to start those. I think this is going to be great. Then, during that sale, I also picked up a fat quarter of 28 count linen, and this is Enchanted Forest. Beautiful. Isn't that amazing? No idea what I'm going to put on it. Love it. Ooh, you know what it might work for? It might work for the Oh, maybe not. This might blend in too much. I was thinking maybe for Karen's dinos. Yeah, that's going to blend too much. But it's really, really pretty. I'm sure I will find something eventually. And so each side is so different too. It's got more of the blue. Oh, yeah. I love it. Then during that sale, I also ordered some of her I'm Feeling Lucky bags. So her I'm Feeling Lucky is a 16th, no, I'm sorry, a Stitcher's 8th, sorry. And she had linen, so I must have gotten even weave. Yep, these are all even weave, and I got one Ada. So the Ada that I ended up with was 16 count opal, and this is Fiery Skies. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is a 32 count Jobelin, and this is in Heaven's Fury. And I know I have Heaven's Fury in a, at least a fat quarter. I might have gotten a fat half of that at the last retreat. I'm pretty sure it was Heaven's Fury that I got, but I don't remember. Maybe it was linen. I can't remember what I got it in because this does look different. This is a 32 count Jobelin in, I don't know, Scylla, S-C-Y-L-L-A. I don't know. Very nice. I'm really bad at pronouncing the names of a lot of Leslie's colors, so I probably butchered that. And this is Stonewashed 32 count Jobelin. Very good neutral. It's more indigo in person. It's very pretty. This might actually be what I use for Karen's dinosaurs. I also had a linen order, or I'm sorry, an Ada order with Hand Dyed by Rolanda. I'm trying to build up my stash of Ada. I'm starting to switch to using Ada for some things. Rolanda's Ada is very nice. It's nice and soft. I love it. This is a 16 count. Oh, this one's my favorite. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Obviously, probably multiple little projects. No clue. But when I saw it in the pictures, I had to get it. That would be a nice one for little spring and Easter smalls for sure. This is another 16 count. I love them. They're so soft. So soft. Those are, I believe she does ice dye with that. I believe that's how those end up like that. This is a 16 count. Looks like all of these were 16 count. I'm not going to unfold this all the way, but very nice neutral. I don't know if this has a color name. Let me check. Iced coffee. So that's a very nice neutral. And then this is Brazil Nut, another 16 count neutral, a little bit darker, especially with darker fabrics. I'm starting to go towards the Ada. These were from Stash Unload. So I bought these separate. These ended up coming from the same person. This is a Bestitch Me 32 count Lugana in the color Gold Rush. And I also picked up, she had this piece in a kit. The kit doesn't have a picture, so I can't show you. It was a pink flower, though, and I don't know. I honestly bought it just for this fabric. This is 32 count Lugana, Opal Lugana, and the color was Passion. It's a smaller cut. It's serged still, but she had it in with this kit, so she had it in mind for a specific project. I just wanted the fabric. So if I can find a picture for the kit online, I may end up selling the kit. Minus the fabric, obviously. These are new fabrics from, I got them on Leslie from Stash Unload Across Stitch Only. These are from Lappin Loops. I've never stitched on their fabrics before, but I've started getting a couple from Leslie on Stash Unload. This is called Grandpa's Shop Rag. And I got this in a 32 count linen. I think I like this side better. This will be used for small projects. This side has some more dye spots. I think because this is an ice dye method, I still really like it. This is a 32 count in the color Wolfman. Very cool. Very cool. I'll be using my readers for this. 32 count, darker color. And then Atomic Ranch Fabrics. This is a 32 count Lugana, and the color name is Bloop Bloop. Yeah, you heard that right. Bloop Bloop. Really pretty. I think I'm going to start switching to even weaves for the 32 count because it's a little easier for stitching. I actually need to still try the 40 count even weaves that Carrie sent me because Bestitch Me, Brandy, she carries the 40 count even weave. So I need to try those and see how bad it is for me. Last, when I ordered my Cone of Dune and my Cone of Light, I decided they couldn't travel alone. So one other thing I really like about 123 Stitch, they have a ton of Picture This Plus as small as a 16th. So it is a really good way to pick up a piece of fabric for $4 or $5 and see if you like it for the color. So that's what I did. I got a lot of 16ths. Actually, I got two that were Stitcher's 8ths too because they didn't have a 16th. But that's the way to go to test out a color. If you don't want to, especially for a large project. If I was trying to find a fabric for a piece that I needed to put on like a fat half, and I wanted to see the fabric in person before I ordered it, I would get on 123 Stitch and I would get a 16th. Because this obviously can be used for ornaments and smalls, but like I said, for $4.50, $5, you know if you like the color. It's enough to floss toss and see if you like it before you order the fat half. So that's my little pearl of wisdom for the day. It's probably also my only pearl of wisdom for the day, so I'm about out today. This is 14 count Midas. So it's a nice bright yellow, gold. This is a 14 count Dusk, and this is one of the 1/8 yards. I've had dusk before. I like it, so I did go with a little bit bigger piece. This is 14 count haunted. And same, I knew it was a good color, especially for Halloween spooky stitching, so I grabbed an 1/8. This is 16 count fresco, and a very nice neutral. 16 count lagoon. I thought this might be good for some Halloween too. It's a little bit of a murkier green. 16 count woodland. It is a brighter green in person. This is showing up very dark in the camera, but it is a little bit more vibrant in person. I think it might be good for Christmas. Christmas stitching, something small. This is a 28 count in sterling. 28 count in dwarf. And 28 count in dusk. Again, I've had dusk before. Pretty sure dusk is what I stitched. Nope, that was a different dyer. But I have stitched on dusk before. I think with the even weave, I'll be okay. So that is my haul. That is all. That's everything. Oh, good. Romeo's not laying on my stitching. Yeah, that's it. My hair is super poofy today because I let it air dry after my shower. It's still damp and it's just kind of a mess. Yay. So let's see. Plans. I already told you what I plan on stitching, the little bunny and the little chick for the top of the paint cans. I have to get that birth piece done. I'm going to start the dinos soon. I had plans to stitch the Easter egg heart from Seekus & Co., but it's not going to get done by Easter now, so I'm going to put that off probably. I'll probably move on and do the flip-flop heart next, because then I can have it finished for summer. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I will put the Facebook group name below for the fobs if you're interested. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I was doing pretty good with getting some framing and FFOing done, and I was hoping to keep that up. I still have half of that framing to do, but with this scissor fob order, that might have to take a back seat. We'll see how this weekend goes. We do not have any plans, so I told Brian my plan is to stay around the house and work on the scissor fobs and doing some more organizing, getting some stuff cleaned out at home. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I'll be back in another week or so, 2 weeks at the most, and I'll show you some more progress and maybe even have some more spring scissor fobs to show you. So come back soon, and I'm going to go finish my work day now, and then I'm going to make 6 meatloaves. We're having meatloaf for dinner, and I do not like mixing meatloaf with my hands, so if I make 1 meatloaf, I make 6 meatloafs, and then I put them in the freezer, and it's an easy dinner night. So that's on my agenda. Hope you guys have a good day.